Sir Mo Farah is in the news today after admitting he'd lied about his identity all of his life, revealing he was smuggled into the UK and given a fake name and forced to work as a family's servant. It's something he talks about in a documentary set to air tomorrow night, The Real Mo Farah.
Well, honestly, when I heard about this and when I've just seen that clip, it is so moving. It's so astonishingly upsetting that someone's had that dreadful childhood and then not felt that they could tell their own children about it till now. And I heard Brendan Foster on the radio this morning being asked, because obviously he was Mo Farah's mentor and he, you know, is an amazing runner as well. Brendan Foster was asked, well, how do you feel about knowing there's another side to Mo Farah, that he in fact lied to you? And I thought, well, I mean, Brendan said what Mo learnt from this was resilience. It explains why he's a world-class runner. It explains how he's a survivor, how, yeah, he's gone to the limit of endurance, because with that background, to be trafficked from Africa here and to grow up as a slave in a London suburb, it's beyond belief. But, you know, I've followed a lot of slavery cases over the last few years, and only the other week there was another one in court, and they generally happen right in front of all the neighbours' eyes. There are children,
suburban semi.
Yes, children brought into this country, or children that arrived, you know, as refugees in the boats over the channel, get brought ashore, they disappear. Unaccompanied children routinely disappear from these hostels and are never seen again. They are trafficked, or gangs take control of them, and they're working for people for no wages, and it is modern slavery.
It's an extraordinary truth to have to tell at this point in his life and in his career, isn't it? When you think of all of the accolades and the awards that he's collected over the years, to have the weight of that truth on your back the entire time.
And at first, when I heard... Sorry, and I think the sad thing, but the good thing was when I read about this, the shock of it. I couldn't believe it. I was thinking, that's something that you think about centuries ago, slavery, you know, and it's under our noses, like you said. But the sadness was him saying he didn't want to keep it secret from his kids anymore, because it's the one part of his life that he's not been able to answer their questions about, because he didn't want them to know everything, and that must be such a relief for him now to be able to come out and just be himself.
I was confused as well as to... It's an incredible story, and like everybody, you know, felt such incredible empathy and felt so sorry for him having to hold this secret for so long. But then I was thinking, well, we were talking, Christine, earlier, going, hang on a minute, why is it a secret? Why is the word brave being used? But having looked more into it, it's because, even though, of course, the Home Office have said nothing is going to happen in this situation, but he has had this dread all the time that because he was illegally brought in, that there could be some little loophole somewhere that meant that him and his family could be deported. And that is terrifying to live with, because he's had to create a whole series of events that weren't true.
A whole history, almost.
And his wife, apparently, from early on, always felt that there was something that he was keeping from her, but she never quite knew. So it must be a huge relief. But the lady that was on the telly this morning from a child protection of trafficked children was saying that this is happening not just with people brought into this country, within this country, people are trafficked, not just sexually, but for domestic slavery.
Well, there was a storyline on The Archers in the last 2 years that was a really riveting storyline about 2 young boys that were being used as in the construction industry, and they had no paperwork, no IDs. They were completely run by the gangmasters. So, yeah, it's not just people coming from abroad.
Yeah, well, it's an extraordinary documentary, The Real Mo Farah. It's on tomorrow night on BBC One at 9 p.m.